Have you ever held a rosary in your hands and felt a shiver you couldn't explain? Have you ever paused mid-prayer, sensing that something was off? Perhaps the beads seemed ordinary, familiar even, yet deep down a shadow of doubt stirred within you. There are stories, whispered among the faithful, about rosaries that seem to carry more than just prayers. Rosaries that reflect the state of your heart, magnifying what you bring to them. Some who prayed with a heavy, distracted heart discovered a chilling truth. Not all prayers return as comfort, some return as echoes of our own fears, our own hidden flaws, our own unresolved doubts. Saint Faustina once warned, "Be careful with the rosary you hold." Yes, careful, because the danger is real, though unseen. It is subtle, it is silent, and yet if ignored it can touch places within the soul that most of us dare not confront. At first you may think, how can a simple string of beads be dangerous? It seems impossible, doesn't it? After all, we are taught that the rosary is a tool of grace, a path to mercy and protection. But even Saint Faustina, who lived a life of extraordinary faith, reminds us that appearances can deceive. A rosary in the wrong hands, or prayed without care, can become a mirror, showing us truths we may not be ready to face. Imagine holding your rosary tonight, clasping it between your fingers, your mind wandering to distractions, your heart heavy with resentment, doubt, or selfish desire. You whisper prayers, your lips moving in rhythm, yet your soul feels distant, hollow. Have you ever felt that emptiness, that chilling silence after a prayer, as if the universe itself paused, waiting, watching? That is what Saint Faustina sought to warn us about. But here is the revelation that changes everything. The danger is not in the rosary itself, not in its color, not in its material, not in its outward beauty. The danger is in the intention behind your prayer. Every bead is only as powerful as the heart that moves it. Every prayer is only as alive as the sincerity you bring to it. A distracted heart can turn a rosary into hollow ritual. A resentful heart can turn it into a silent accusation. A heart that is vain or selfish can turn even the holiest prayer into an echo that returns nothing but emptiness. And yet, the opposite is just as true. A simple, plain rosary, held with pure intention, humility, and devotion, can open doors, heal wounds, and bring blessings beyond comprehension. It is not the object that carries power, it is the heart that breathes life into it. So if you've ever wondered, which rosary is dangerous? Which one should I avoid? The answer may surprise you. It's not the rosary. It's you. It's your heart. It's your intention. If you want to uncover the true spiritual mystery behind the rosary, the hidden dangers of empty prayer, and the immense power of heartfelt devotion, I invite you to subscribe to this channel now so you don't miss the continuation of this journey into faith, mystery, and the unseen forces that surround us every day. In the next block, we will dive into the core of the heart, intention, and devotion, exploring deep spiritual truths, touching stories and reflections that will make you question and feel everything you thought you knew about prayer. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this: a quiet room, the faint light of a candle flickering across the walls. You sit alone, a rosary in your hands, the beads smooth beneath your fingers. Outside, the world moves fast, chaotic, indifferent. But here, in this stillness, everything slows down. Every breath, every heartbeat, every whispered prayer becomes alive. Now ask yourself, why are you praying? Is it out of habit, obligation, fear? Or is it out of a heart completely surrendered, seeking connection, truth, and mercy? The rosary does not care for color, for gold, for silver, or for ornate beads. It listens to the heart behind the prayer. It measures the depth of your intention, the sincerity of your soul. And in that quiet, invisible exchange, something profound happens. The prayer transforms, or it falters. Have you ever felt a shiver when your words seemed hollow? a strange heaviness in your chest, as if the silence answered back? That is the Spirit revealing what is inside, not to punish, not to scare, but to awaken. Every prayer is a reflection of your soul. A distracted mind brings distraction. A doubtful heart brings doubt. A resentful heart, well, it is said that even the purest words, whispered with a selfish spirit, return empty. And yet, the beauty of it all lies here. One pure, humble intention can move mountains. One sincere prayer can touch hearts unseen, open doors closed for years, heal wounds you thought were permanent. Even a simple, unadorned rosary becomes a bridge to the divine, a vessel for grace and mercy. Think of the countless souls who have held their rosary, not caring about appearance, not thinking about judgment, not seeking recognition. They simply prayed with a heart willing to surrender, willing to love, willing to trust, and their prayers changed everything. Sometimes in ways that no one sees, no one speaks of. Yet the world itself seems lighter, brighter, more alive. This is the lesson Saint Faustina wanted us to understand. The true power lies within the heart, not the object. Your intention shapes the energy, the reach, the very effect of your devotion. A careless prayer can echo back emptiness. A prayer offered with love, humility, and faith can echo forever. Take a deep breath. Feel the beads between your fingers. Let every word of your prayer be intentional. Let it rise from your heart, not just your lips. Let it carry hope, repentance, love, and surrender. Because this is where the rosary becomes alive, where the unseen forces respond, where the divine listens, and where you truly meet your own soul. In the next part of this journey, we will explore how intention can shape not only your prayer, but your life, how it can protect you, guide you, and even warn you, subtle signs that Saint Faustina spoke of, that only those who pray with awareness ever notice. Now imagine this. The room is silent except for your breathing. The rosary rests lightly in your hands, but it is not the beads you feel. It is the weight of your own heart, the depth of your own intention. Every prayer becomes a mirror, every word a reflection of what lives inside you. Think of the moments you've prayed without truly feeling it. How often did your mind wander while your lips moved automatically? How often did your heart remain distant, thinking of the world, of problems, of desires, while your prayers barely touched the air? This is where the danger lies. Not in the color of the beads, not in their material, not in their beauty. The danger is in praying without presence, without surrender, without truth. It is subtle, silent, but it shapes the very energy that flows from your prayer. A prayer offered lightly can return as emptiness. A prayer offered with anger, pride, or selfishness may return as confusion or even despair. And yet, a prayer offered from a heart that is humble, open, and fully aware can ripple through eternity, unseen, unfelt by most, yet unstoppable in its effect. Saint Faustina revealed this truth not to scare us, but to awaken us, to teach us that the divine does not see the beads, but sees the soul. It is the intention behind each Hail Mary, each Our Father, each whispered plea that shapes what the prayer becomes. So hold your rosary now, close your eyes, feel each bead between your fingers, feel the rhythm of your heartbeat. Let your prayers rise from the center of your soul, not from routine or obligation. Let them carry humility, sincerity, love, and faith, because this is where transformation begins, not in the object you hold, but in the truth you place within it. Not in the world outside, but in the spirit inside. And when you pray with this awareness, you may begin to notice signs, subtle whispers, gentle nudges from the divine, a feeling of peace where there was tension, a clarity where there was confusion, a light in places that were dark. This is the hidden power of intention, a power that can protect, heal, guide, and even warn. It is quiet, it is invisible, yet it is real, and it is within your reach whenever you hold your heart as fully as you hold your rosary. If you have felt even a hint of this truth, if your heart is stirring now, then I invite you to subscribe to this channel, to continue walking this path, to uncover the mysteries of prayer, intention, and the unseen world that Saint Faustina revealed. Don't let these truths remain hidden. Let your heart open, let your prayers rise, and let your life be touched by the power of sincere intention. Take a moment to feel the stillness around you. Let the world outside fade for a while. The noise, the distractions, the worries, let them drift away like leaves on a quiet river. The rosary lies in your hands, yet your attention is no longer on the beads themselves. Your focus shifts inward, toward the beating of your heart, toward the space within that holds your deepest intentions. Every bead becomes a marker, not just of prayer, but of presence. Every word becomes a vessel, carrying your soul's sincerity into the unseen. What we have discovered together is simple, yet infinitely profound. It is not the color, the material, or the outward beauty of the rosary that gives it strength. The true power lives elsewhere, inside you, inside the humility, the devotion, the love, and the sincerity that you bring to each prayer. It is your heart that whispers to the divine, your intention that shapes the unseen energy around you, your spirit that breathes life into every bead. Saint Faustina's wisdom comes as both a warning and a promise. A rosary held without awareness may go unnoticed by the spirit, powerless in its effect, like words spoken into the wind. But a rosary prayed with a focused, pure, and sincere heart can move forces beyond our comprehension. It can open doors that have long been closed. It can heal wounds you thought were permanent. It can bring clarity to confusion, light to darkness, and peace to hearts burdened with pain. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine the gentle flow of energy from your heart, passing through each bead into each whispered prayer. Feel it travel upward, touching places unseen, connecting you to a greater truth, a higher presence. The universe listens, the divine watches, and your own soul feels. So, the next time you take a rosary in your hands, pause, breathe. Ask yourself, what am I truly offering in this moment? Am I praying out of love, surrender, and devotion, or merely out of habit, obligation, or fear? Am I opening my heart, or am I holding it closed? Because the unseen watches, because the intention behind your words shapes reality in ways subtle yet infinitely profound. Because your heart is where true prayer begins, and it is where it always returns. It is the source of the energy that flows outward, the spark that ignites transformation. And remember the danger we spoke of at the beginning. It was never in the beads themselves. It was always in the heart, in the truth or lack of truth that we bring to our prayers. A heart distracted, resentful, or empty can reflect that emptiness back into the world. But a heart fully awake, fully surrendered, fully devoted, can transform not only your own life, but the lives of others, the world around you, and even the unseen realms that quietly shape our existence. Let this sink in. Imagine holding your rosary, feeling every bead, and letting your prayers rise like a gentle flame from the deepest part of your being. Feel the power of intention. Feel the quiet, unshakable strength that comes from a heart aligned with faith and love. Know that every prayer offered in sincerity, no matter how small, has the potential to ripple far beyond what you can see or understand. If this message has touched you, if it has stirred even the slightest movement in your heart, I invite you to subscribe to this channel so that together we can continue exploring the mysteries of faith, intention, and the unseen power that flows from sincere prayer. Do not let these truths remain hidden. Allow your heart to open. Allow your soul to rise. Allow your prayers to carry the strength of true devotion. And always remember, the power was never in the beads. It was in you all along. It has been there, quietly waiting for your awareness, waiting for your surrender, waiting for your heart to recognize it. Now, in this moment, you know. Now, in this moment, it is alive, and it will grow with every prayer spoken from the depths of a sincere, devoted, and humble heart.